Hi there, my name is Martha Ehinome Orere, an actor from Lagos, Nigeria. Today, we're going to be talking about how to know if acting is for you. And this video is mostly for people who A, have an interest in being actors but are still unsure, and B, kind of past the stage of being unsure but need more conviction. Maybe, just maybe you might need some external help, and I'm here to help. I'll be throwing at you 6 questions that are important to ask yourself that will help you kickstart the hard conversation about whether or not you want to take the big leap into the world of acting, or if you generally want to take acting more seriously. If you're going to pitch your tent here, or if you're just passing through. If you're someone that says, oh yes, I was in a stage play once. Ah yes, I featured in a film once. Ah, it was nice. I don't mind doing it again sometime. Maybe. Or if you're like, I die here, this is it for me, period, full stop. All right, then, let's dive right into the video. Hiyo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first timer, hello. Welcome to the fold. Don't forget to subscribe so that you will not miss other videos like this. And if you're a returning subscriber, whether or not you are an actor, hi, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be talking about something rather interesting. Anyway, if you're here, there's a very likely chance that you're interested in being an actor, or you started dabbling into acting a little bit, or you're fully into the profession already. Either ways, welcome. Maybe take a pen and paper so you can jot down a few things, and let us talk about this interest you have in being an actor. Together, let's navigate whether or not it is a hobby or it is something you should make a lifelong career out of. Okay? And on my list of questions, the first question that I believe you should be asking yourself if you're trying to decide on where to categorize acting in your life is, 1, do I genuinely love acting? Is it something you consider to be fun? Is it something you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? Do you see yourself being miserable if you do not pursue this? You see, this is important because you absolutely have to love what you're going into. I mean, it goes without saying, right? Even though on the flip side, when people say if you do what you love, you do not have to work a day in your life, I would say that is not entirely true. Other things come into play when it comes to a profession and going hard at it for the rest of your life. But do you think it is something that will give you joy, whether or not you attain success in a short period of time? It's an important question to ask, and I think it is a very great place to start. The second question to ask yourself is, do I have an urge to connect with characters? So do you see yourself as a vessel? Does acting, being an actor, does it feel bigger than you? So a couple of years ago, a director asked me why I loved acting, and I gave this whole speech about how I loved the opportunity to carry souls. Yeah, I know it sounds pretentious and whatever. I don't care, okay? I can get very, very much that way when I'm talking about acting, my love for it, and all of that good stuff. But truly, I do love the opportunity to carry souls because I think that is what we as actors carry. I believe that acting is spiritual, in as much as it can easily be seen as just going on set and saying a couple of lines. When you think about it, it is actually taking someone else and then wearing that person. And as humans, we have the physical and spiritual aspects of ourselves or our souls. I don't know if you believe in that kind of stuff, but do you think acting is that deep? Do you think acting is that important? Or is it just surface level stuff to you and you think that this girl is just yapping on about stuff that is not that important? Now, the third question to ask yourself is, do people love watching me? When you have an audience, what's the feedback like? Do they appreciate your performance? And I know this might not apply to everyone because not everyone would have had to act or perform in front of other people, or the people that you have acted in front of do not support you, so they would not give any positive feedback. The exceptions like that. You yourself, you know the situation you're in, and you know in what context what I'm saying falls into for you. So try and apply it to that. But in the cases where people have seen you perform, maybe you're in a drama club or you have done some acting thing one time or the other, what was the feedback like? Was it positive? Was it negative? Also, please, you have to vet the people who are giving you feedback. Okay. You know those situations where we watch those guys on MTN Project Fame or some of those talent shows and they come and sing or do one thing or the other, and you're like, does this person not have friends and family? Did no one advise them that they should not do this and embarrass themselves on national TV, on international TV? You know those situations, yeah. So yeah, you get an idea as to why it's important to vet who you're taking your feedback from. But I think to some extent, we ourselves can also tell ourselves the truth sometimes. Yeah, it's like when there's a dance challenge or the other, and then you try the move in your room and you're like, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that in public. So I think to some extent we can tell if there is promise in what we're kind of aspiring to or not. Okay, so with all of these, like, just put it together. Is the feedback positive? Is it outrightly negative? Or is there room for improvement in there? Because to be honest, not everyone that is interested in film and loves film or theater is supposed to be an actor. There are directors, there are producers, there are people who fill in other roles. It doesn't have to do with performance per se. So sort of do that digging and find the answer for yourself. The next question to ask yourself is, am I willing to go the extra mile to better my craft? So do you look for ways to improve and get better when it is that you get feedback, if it is that you do get feedback, or when you watch a performance on stage or on screen? Do you feel a want to grow? Do you aspire to get to that performer's oneness with the character? I watch some things, from when I was younger till now. I watch things and I am just in awe many times of how honest an actor can be, of how convincing they were in portraying their character. And it's that aspiration, it's that drive, it's that passion that is like fuel that kind of like motivates you to take action in pursuing this goal and all. So do you feel that urge or do you not really care? Right? It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, she's an actor and she has a good life. So I'm more interested in the good life. But acting is sort of attached to that person. So I'll just go for the acting thing. The acting thing, that's what it is like to you, the acting thing, right? So it's all just surface level stuff. Which one is it for you? Hmm? The next question to ask yourself is, am I learning about myself on a deeper level? And I suspect that with this one, you're like, bruh, what is this girl saying? But hear me out, okay? Let me cook. Let me cook. That's what they say, right? Let her cook. Let her cook. If you're carrying souls, if you're embodying other humans, you really can't give what you don't have. You can't want to then play a vulnerable person or whatever other traits or attributes that the character might have, and you're empty. You're empty yourself. You haven't searched deep within yourself. Introspecting, being one with yourself, navigating your feelings and emotions, knowing the reasons why you get to be some way or have some specific emotions, knowing how to navigate them helps you become a better actor. I can't want to play a woman who has lost a friend or a loved one. And in my personal life, I shut those feelings out. I run away from those things. It will be difficult to be that character because I have never reached those levels before. I have never reached that point before. I've created a sort of blockade for myself. So again, I ask, do you search yourself on a deeper level so that it can reflect when the time comes? Because as an actor, you sell emotions. That's what we trade. You're paid to emote. You're paid to be human. The more human you can be, the better you are as an actor. Really, think about it. You have to be one with your emotions. You have to be one with yourself. They say often that growing older, gaining more experiences, going through stuff, witnessing people's stories or hearing their stories just gives a sort of archive to be able to feed from. So, yeah, live. Let yourself live consciously or more consciously. You get the gist. I'm really hoping that these questions asked help you make a clarified decision. And honestly, it's the first part of the decision-making process. My next video in the Actors Corner, which by the way is what I'm calling the series of videos I'll be making pertaining to actors and acting in general, that have to do with tips, tricks, tools that are useful for actors on their journey, people like me, budding actors, you know, the whole shebang. Anywho, I digress. The second part of this video is going to be exploring the harsh realities of being an actor. The not so glamorous things, the parts you don't see, you know, other things to consider before then taking the big leap into this big, scary, fulfilling world of acting. So we'll be exploring more stuff about the rejection after rejection that actors have to go through, lack of job security, and other things really. So this first part was basically dealing with the questions you have to ask yourself to be absolutely sure that you have enough passion to pursue this for life or forever, for however long, right? But obviously for a lengthy period of time. While the next video is going to be more like opening your eye to the things that will be thrown at you, the things that you have no control over, that you're going to meet on your journey, so that you can weigh things, right? And it's not like, oh, I didn't know. I came in here and this is a world I do not understand, right? So I'm here. I'm your acting godmother. Look at me bestowing myself with titles, but I'm here to just give you all of these so that you're going in with insight. Yeah. And there we have come to the end of this particular video. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that it was helpful for you in whatever way, shape, form. So if you have friends, loved ones, or know anyone who is a budding actor, who is an actor really, that could benefit from this video, I'll implore that you do not hesitate to send it to them. And do not forget to look out for the next one, okay? It's quite important also. You can go ahead and turn on the post notifications so you do not miss it. Thanks for watching. Martha Ehinome Orere, over and out. Thank you so much. Bye.